Hi, I'm alive. Sorry I haven't been posting a lot lately. Like I've said a couple of times in my descriptions, I've moved. It's been a really big change, so unfortunately I've been experiencing some art block and I haven't had enough energy to script for long form videos. I hope this makes up for it. In this video, I want to talk about some things you can make with your original characters, featuring a ton of my Killer Love OCs, specifically my favorite OC, Naomi. Killer Love is a show I want to make eventually about a serial killer who is obsessively in love with a police officer. It's extremely early in development, but if you want to hear more about it, I have a video explaining the basics of it. Though take note, I've changed a large portion of it since then. I'll probably make an update video soon. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm not a very big artist. I've got a bit over 540 subscribers at the time of writing the script and recording this audio, so I don't have a very big fandom around my show yet. Not saying I don't appreciate my fans. I love all of you who tune into my videos and subscribe to me. I'm just saying I can't really start a shop or anything yet because I probably won't sell a lot, and I'm also not really old enough or in the right financial situation to really splurge a lot on making that kind of stuff. So I've just been starting to design some fun merch over time so I can make it real eventually. For example, I've designed a few pins, I've made poster designs and a couple more things. Some things to design that I haven't made yet but I want to include in my eventual store are keychains, plushies, and stickers. I really want to learn how to sew because I would love to make a Naomi plush because drawing her isn't enough. I need to make her a real physical object. You can also try websites like WooCry and some others that have customizable objects that you can make merch with. Cut this out. It got messed up. Hold on. We're going back. Okay, fine. Anyways, I make my pins with a pin maker I got for my birthday last year, and I really need to use it more. It's really fun to make things with. I have a specific poster canvas size on Procreate. It's 3,500 by 4,500 to make it more of a rectangle shape. And if I ever share my canvas sizes, you'll find that they're very random and not really specific in the amount of pixels I use because I want to have good resolution, but at the same time I don't want my iPad to explode. I've also tried to make some figurines of Naomi using air dry clay, the Crayola type, but all of them have cracked or I really didn't like how they turned out and threw them away. Once I get better at using clay, I want to make fun figurines of my characters. I just want to make more physical things of them in general, but I'm kind of lazy. Anyways, let's move on to the next idea. As some of you may know, my original character, Naomi DuPont, wears a gas mask to disguise herself because she is a serial killer and all that jazz. Also, her powers have to do with the smoke-type substance, but I'll talk more about that in a different video. I have been working on a physical version of the mask for a while and posted about finishing the base of it a while back on my community tabs. I made it out of cardboard and hot glue and used clear sticky notes for the lenses that were hot pink. This means I really cannot see through it, but it looks really cool. Recently, I finally made the ear cuffs and completed the mask. I'm not a very seasoned cosplayer or make a lot of that stuff. I cosplayed Uzi once and Gregory from Security Breach, but those were pretty simple except for Uzi's wings and tail, which I made out of cardboard, scrap fabric, and a ton of hot glue. I also, for the Naomi cosplay, thrifted a trench coat, which doesn't have a sash around the waist, but it looks really good. IRL me jump scare, but here's how the mask and the trench coat look together to show what it looks like so far. I want to. Also, the main reason I even made this cosplay was to create reference videos for animating her in Killer Love, and just maybe to dress up as her, because it's kind of fun. I need to make her axe and maybe knives next. So let me know if you guys would want to hear more about that. It's not an OC addiction if it's helping in my art journey guide. I know this one is popular, but I'm mostly talking about a different kind of playlist. There are obviously playlists for songs about your OC that relate to them in some kind of way. Maybe their traumatic backstory or whatever, but I'm talking about songs your original characters would listen to. I've made a playlist that is a soundtrack for my show, which are songs that give off its vibe and what I would want to play in the background, but I do need to work on it a bit more. But I've also made a playlist for Naomi, who, like, what songs she would listen to. She would listen to a lot of artists like Odatari and Mindless Self-Indulgence because she loves high energy rock music and stuff like that to get her through her shift. I have a playlist for her, and the soundtrack one I have has a lot of songs about her because she is the main character, but it's still nice to have it. Richard would definitely listen more chill music like TV Girl and Alice G, more unique sounding songs that are sad but sound very calm. I also love these two artists, of course. TV Girl is actually my favorite band, but that's besides the point. Cecilia loves a lot of popular artists like Luffy and Pink Panther. It's just artists she hears mentioned everywhere. Had to make the Doomed Yuri have different music taste. I know. I also have a character named Reagan who I've drawn like once or twice. I haven't even settled on her design, but she listens to K-pop and that kind of stuff. Anyways, this idea in general just helps you develop your character's. So I started my creative journey writing fanfiction before I made my YouTube channel and everything. I'm not ashamed to admit this. To be cringes to be free. That's my belief. My favorite child, Naomi, was actually My Hero Academia original character at the beginning, but she actually has a different AU for the series now from her current designing character too, actually. Anyways, I don't mean fanfiction as in AU specifically, which is my last idea. I'm talking about writing fanfiction that takes place in your story. Scroll on Pinterest and find writing prompts, change your plot points as a fix-it, write dialogue, or even just write some scenes for fun. These are great warm-ups for working on a story. My brother interrupted me. These are great warm-ups for working on a story or even just writing your OCs because you can. Even if writing is not your strong suit, it's super fun to write fanfiction, believe me, I know. I'll include some writing prompts in the next few sentences. If you want to skip to the next chapter, go to this timestamp. Make your Yuri/Yaoi undoomed or not toxic. Give your story a different ending. Write scenes that are non-canon but fun anyways. Integrate a character from one of your favorite franchises into your own story. And even write your OCs answering questions like some people do for Q&As. I like writing my characters kissing or actually being happy because it never happens in my stories. What do you mean? They always have to be depressing and tear my own heart out and bleed on a page because I need some way to cope with the voices in my head. Also, it's productive to write scenes with your side characters to develop them more as a nice writing exercise. AU stands for Alternate Universe, which basically is like if you've seen the Loki series. It's similar to the branches on the timeline. I recently posted a video where I displayed one of my AUs, my Alien Stage 1. Alien Stage is one of my favorite series of all time, and Zombie Stage is amazing already. Also So Alien Stage is getting an anime. I am so fucking excited. Some popular AUs are Coffee Shop and actor ones, fluffy, happy-go-lucky ones. Fun fact, while writing the script, I realized that my concept for my show is supposed to be a happy and silly fanfiction concept, and it's just angsty and depressing. So fun! Anyways, some other AUs I have are my Hero Academia ones, a modern AU, an actor AU, and very, very vague concepts for a Triban Hanako-kun one, but it's not very developed. I also have a very fun and definitely not inspired by Madoka Magica Magical Girl AU that has Naomi and Cecilia as very prevalent characters for some reason. I don't mind. Also, my actor AU includes my other stories like Blackjack, Deja Beku, and The Show of a Lifetime, along with a couple others. I have a concept where I'm the director, screenwriter, or whatever for all these franchises, since I dream of being one in real life, along with a lot of other things. I make a lot of AUs for franchises that I enjoy to have an excuse to ship my characters with their characters and draw them and all that stuff. Also, another fun fact, Richard is based on Dobby from My Hero Academia, very loosely. Do with that what you will. These are all the solid ideas I have for this video, so the next section is just going to be some really random ones. These are some ideas that I think are cool. They're just like dinging around in my head, like the DVD logo on the black screen. Ida bags. Ida bags are a very popular form of showing your love for a character or person using pins and other objects. I think it derives from Japanese culture, and it's very popular at conventions from what I've seen. I want to make Ida bags of Cecilia and Naomi because they're my favorite of the Killer Love cast when I save up some money and actually create some more pins and stuff for them. I also think making figurines and stuff of your characters is really cool, like standees and like anime figurines, whatever. I also think making an art book is a really cool concept if you're making a show or something, or even like a comic book. Making posters, printing them out using FedEx or whatever you want to use. Also making more props like I did for my mask. I want to make something like a heart in a jar, but we shall see. Making 3D models of the characters to close them around and have some fun with them. And maybe 3D print them or something like that. Those are just some random ideas I have in my head. I hope you were inspired by any of them. Those are all the ideas I have for this video. I hope it was somewhat coherent. I want to make more long-form content throughout the next year, so I'm just not very good at scripting, and don't get me started on editing on my iPad. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys want to see more OC content. I have a lot of them. I'm thinking of just making a very long video with minimal editing and creating diagrams like my favorite book YouTuber, Lexi, aka Newly Nova. For each story I have, yeah, I definitely make my room look like that one meme for a YouTube video. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay positive, and as always, remember to love yourself. Goodbye.